Every year we announce one person who represents all of us. That one person who represents the best of the skills, the professionalism, the instinct for retail financial services in the industry, both in the market that that person serves and also globally as an icon that the rest of us can aspire to or be inspired because this person represents all of us. All of you know that Hong Kong is perhaps the most competitive retail financial services market in the world. If you take banks like Standard Chartered Bank and HSBC, more than, in the case of HSBC, we know the number because they announced that more than 80% of its profits, 80% of the profits of a global bank comes from one city, Hong Kong. Not even one country, not one region, one city, Hong Kong. And HSBC's arch rival, and when we look at their numbers, we actually have to look at them very, very closely because very often they are very close to each other, is Standard Chartered Bank. And the one person who needs to be recognized globally as someone who has honed her skill over many years as a retail financial services person, as well as somebody who is keeping up with all of the technology that are inundating the industry. And as you know, Hong Kong is the country that has made that transition from disruptor to traditional financial services by licensing 8 disruptors to have banking licenses. In other words, the ghosts have come into the market and they are now part of the fraternity, the part of the competition. And you can imagine that someone who operates in that marketplace has to scramble in order to keep up with the changes, to keep track of his or her competition, and then also not lose sight of the franchise that she has. Since her appointment as CEO in 2007, her bank, which is Standard Chartered Bank's revenue, has grown by 20% from 2016 to 2019, accounting for 25% of the total income of the group, not just the bank. Meanwhile, profits increased by 54% during the same period. Over the years, the person who gets the Excellence in Retail Financial Services Retail Finance Person of the Year award has demonstrated resilience by successfully leading the bank through various challenges over the years. In fact, many years ago, it was SARS in 2003, then the Lehman bankruptcy, the Asian financial crisis, the global financial crisis. So COVID-19 is an easy thing for you, right? Because you are very experienced in handling crises and in a very difficult country like Hong Kong. Under her leadership, the bank made significant strides in positioning itself at the forefront of digitization. She also introduced new digital capabilities and re-engineered the processes of the bank on many fronts, in terms of delivery to customers, in terms of product, in terms of digital security and customer experience. Within the bank, she has shown remarkable focus on digital culture and talent. She was determined to infuse that digital culture through all aspects of its business segments. In fact, I've had conversations with this year's winner on several occasions, not so much in terms of technology or product or competition, but corporate culture. And how do you engender an entire army of faithful fellow employees to make the transitions as they happen. So over the years, she has exhibited strong commitment in building social capital, recognizing the bank's obligation to society and believes that the organization has a moral responsibility to support local communities where they operate. She also initiated an informal female CEO network, women chief executives in the financial market in her fraternity. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in congratulating the Retail Financial Services Person of the Year 2020, the most difficult and memorable year for all of us, and perhaps this person should be the most memorable representation of the best of all of us as retail financial services professionals who are able to meet challenges and ace the developments in the industry. The Retail Financial Services Person of the Year 2020 is Mary Huen, CEO of Standard Chartered Hong Kong. Mary, here's to you.
Congratulations.
Hello, Emmanuel, Boon Ping, long time no see, and hi everyone. It's really a great honor to join this call today with so many accomplished industry colleagues also attending. I would first like to congratulate all the winners. I would also like to thank Asian Banker for this award. I'm very humbled and recognized by an organization with your reputation and credibility. I also want to thank my colleagues in Standard Chartered Bank, especially in retail, for their support. I believe any award, whether an enterprise or an individual, it is not about one single person. It is a recognition of the collective effort of everybody and the entire team. So I'm very thankful for my SCB family. Retail is one of the biggest engines for Standard Chartered Hong Kong, as what Emmanuel has said. So being a CEO with a retail background has really benefited me because my retail days gave me a broad perspective and great experience in many enterprise capabilities. Just look at the different award categories today. This is just an evidence that retail's coverage is very broad and touches so many different disciplines. So it was a real blessing for me to have spent a big part of my career in retail banking. During my career, I have seen the industry go through many business cycles, ups and downs. COVID, what we are just facing, is another one. When I step back and reflect, COVID is a wake-up call for all industries, probably not just banking, for everyone. So it is more than a global health crisis. COVID is really a catalyst for change, potentially a landscape changer. So there is a lot of research, probably many of you has come to experience that when they talk about COVID, they talk about the new normal post-COVID. Be it the digital technology will play a bigger role, future of work will evolve, becoming more flexible, more agile. Skills transformation will be needed to ensure future readiness. And I think we are all starting to experience some of these trends. At Standard Chartered, we are also starting to learn and to adapt. So we will launch our virtual banking soon. This is going to be our new business model, and I hope it will help us drive financial inclusion and better client experience. We're also changing the way we work to be more agile, to be more flexible, to be more timely and relevant. And we recognize that new business models and ways of working need to be supported by new skills. So recently we partnered with one of the top universities in Hong Kong to launch a FinTech Academy to groom a new generation of bankers with future-ready skills. So I think whether it's a new business model, new ways of working, or a new generation of bankers, new skills, we all need to adapt to succeed in this new normal. I think, yes, times are tough. 2020 is a very memorable year, but I believe the dark clouds will pass and the sun will shine again. There will be a new normal and an even better normal. So it is this hope for a better future and how we can continue to support our people, our clients, our community that excites me and keeps me going. And I hope you all share my excitement, and let's make a difference for a better tomorrow. Thanks again, Asian Banker. Thanks everyone, and congratulations again.
Let's all lift our glass to Mary. And Mary, where's your alcohol?
Alcohol is here.
Excellent. Here's to Mary, and it's here's to all of us who share her values, her experience, and her aspirations. To all of you, congratulations.
Congratulations, everyone.